And right here we got and the new WBO interim champion from Atlanta, Georgia. My man Brian Norman, I gotta salute you. Great performance. And before I say anything, you was the underdog.
Hmm.
And there's one thing that I like. There's two things that I like in boxing, really. One, when you make money, and one when you lose money and they prove you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is fire. When you have like a parlay and then one fighter messes it up. And that was you, my friend, this Saturday. So salute to you, and I was actually very happy for you.
I appreciate that. I know I messed up a lot of people money on Saturday. I know that for a fact.
Right, right. So how does it feel?
It still feels surreal. It still feel like it didn't happen yet. Every time I wake up, I check Instagram, and I watch that video again. I'm like, dang, I really did that. You feel me? Like I went into his hometown, San Diego, snatched his chain, and brought it back to Georgia. That's how I look at it, pretty much. So, like I said, it's a very amazing feeling, though.
Grade your performance from all your performances, that one.
Compared to everything else, and that's a straight 10 out of 10. But I still look at it as always. I could have done a whole lot better, but I ain't got no complaints. All I can do is just learn from it. Take it to the gym next time I start working out again, and then get back at it.
Okay. Okay. Um, as far as let's break down this fight here. Giovanni Santalin, pressure fighter. Just looking at the stare down alone, you knew you was into for a fight. Um, round one comes. What's the game plan you and your dad are coming up with, and then at the same time, it's like, what are you feeling in there?
All right, so coming into it, the whole training camp, my dad wanted me to box. To make it an easy fight. We didn't think Giovanni had any legs at all, so we wanted go in box. Just make it an easy fight. Use my legs, my athleticism, snatch the rounds away, and just win on the decision. But I don't like I don't like the easy route. If you get what I'm saying, I like to fight. So like probably the week of the fight, I was like, listen, I know you want me to box and everything, but like, let me just go in there and fight him. I just want to fight him. And he said, well, look, you can beat him any way you want to. After that first round, however you feel you should take it, go ahead and do your thing. So after the first round, I felt like, you know, he real strong and stuff like that. But I feel like I was right there with him. He real tough. I'm right there with him. So I said, let's go ahead and push it then. Let's see what we got. And then it was a war.
Mm. Um, that being said, round two comes. Is that what your mentality is? Is that like, is it war? But in the same time, we seen you to make adjustments as well, in those middle rounds. What was the game plan like? Was it like just saying like, all right, I'm going to, I see you used lateral movements. I see you make him
Mm-hmm.
pivot. He has something that he struggles.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like people are starting to say that, oh, you showed us a different element, but I feel like a lot of people haven't been watching your fights, to be honest. So what would you have to say upon like people that say, you know um he's one dimensional, Giovanni Santalin, and you just expose that situation because you have dimensions, but in the same time, you think people are giving you credit for that, or they think you're just a full out banger?
Now I seen people give me credit for that as well. Like, I was fighting off the ropes. Of course, I was getting hit with some shots, but at the same time, I was making him miss some shots. I was real. People seen the focus in my eyes. Like, no matter what, I was real calm and cool. No matter what I got hit with during the fight. So I think I showed a lot in that fight. Like you said, the lateral movement, making him pivot, things of that nature, the body shots, just everything. Then, y'all haven't seen it yet with the top ranked fights, but y'all was able to see my power as well. So I feel like they seen a lot on that fight.
I was looking at this fight and I seen the difference in this fight. I seen that you just let your punches go. You
Mm,
didn't. It was smooth. You just let the combinations go, and I think you have heavier hands than what you expect. that you don't necessarily need to pull back a little bit to get that strength. You kind of
Mm.
have it naturally. I think you prove that. But what part in the fight that you felt like I can unbox him?
The first round. The first round, I literally I felt that off rip, outbox him. But once again, when his hometown, we got his fans and stuff like that. So I didn't really want to take no risk. Going to the judges and stuff like that. So I didn't want to take no risk at all. So I had to go in the fire and take his heart away, doing what he do. Like his best thing is coming forward and trying to dog me out. So if I take it away from you, now what do you have? So that's why I went that route. Like forget all of that. I just want to fight.
You just spoke upon that, very important. Like you just said that you wasn't gonna let it go down to the judges. Was that the mentality of coming into the fight, or was there like a certain round that you felt like it's gonna happen? We're gonna get him out. Did you feel like that in the fight, or is that was just the mentality of coming in?
Now that was the mentality coming in. I watched a whole lot of film on him, and I seen no matter what, if he doing good or he doing bad, regardless how many punches he throwing, around 6 and 7, he started to tire down and fade. So I said, at that time period, that's when I'm gonna start pressing it even harder. And then people seen for the last 3 rounds, I was already pressing him hard. It's just the 10th round, he just couldn't take it no more. So I already coming in, I wasn't planning on going to the judges at all.
Mm, mm. So we talked. I talked to your dad yesterday with Zab, and
Hmm.
Zab also wants to get you on his podcast as well. So I'll make that happen for you.
I got,
But in the same time, he spoke upon out coaching Henry Garcia. Speak upon the fighter that he's speaking upon. This is his first world champion.
Robert
Happens
Garcia.
to be
Robert. You talking about Robert Garcia, right?
Robert Garcia. Yeah, so him
Yeah.
out coaching Robert Garcia in that moment. You know what I mean? Your dad is now he's a trainer of a world champion. Yeah, it's an
Mhm.
interim, but you're right there. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me upon that, like as far as the out coaching. Do you feel that way as well? Do you feel like you guys were the smarter corner as well? Because I felt like that as well.
Most definitely. Like my daddy in the corner, he wanted me to do certain things. What if I go out, I do exactly what he said. He would throw the uppercuts to the body, take the uppercuts up top, and we seen uppercuts was the key the whole night. So forget just the knockout. The whole night uppercuts was landing. So he was the one who would tell me to do all that. He in camp he kept telling me, no matter what you do, if you just simply put your right hand out there, you will touch something. So I just kept throwing the right hand and throwing it, and surely enough, I just kept on touching them. The lateral movement you was talking about, my daddy told me to do all of that. So I can't help but say my daddy did outcoach him that night. We made the right adjustments as a team. Of course, he told me what to do. I did what he told me to do. I'm pretty sure Garcia told me to do certain things. Now it's on Gio to execute. But I feel like at camp we did everything possible to come into this fight and dominate.
So the bookies have you guys the underdog, but you as the fighter coming in, did you feel more like the underdog as far as kind of the treatment? I mean, I was looking at the referee speaking upon the stiff arms and the push, a lot of warnings. You know what I'm saying? Thank God, no point abductions and stuff like that. So you really can't complain. But did you feel like the underdog in the ring as well?
Not necessarily in the ring, like you said regarding the ref and everything like that. I really wasn't tripping on that.
Your
Um,
focus is lit. That's good, man.
yeah, yeah, I really wasn't tripping on all of that. Like whatever he said I need to do at this point, I'm a take that in consideration because no matter what, I gotta win this fight. But coming into the fight, everything was underdog mentality. Like I said, going to his hometown, he number one. Everything is on his side, top rank. No disrespect to them, but no, they posted him, not posting me. Things of that nature. So everything was against me on this fight. So it was just more fuel to the fire.
I feel like that's an element that people don't speak upon as athletes, competitors. I have to touch up on it because, like, even me before, becoming an amateur boxer, I did taekwondo, and the rules are a little bit different. You can't kick them in the face and stuff like that. So in
Yeah.
competition, referees, I was feeling like I was out hustling the dude, but the referees were always telling me something and taking a point away, and you start to feel like you fighting the referee and the person in front of you. So that's like a vet type of a move because you see a lot of fighters that they'll take their eyes off the opponent and just talk to the referee. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and it's just like that, right? So
Yeah.
I salute you for that as well because that's something that at your age, that's a different type of discipline that I
Yeah.
see. So
The
keep
main
that
the
up.
main thing is you got to stay in the fight. So if they say you can't jab for some odd reason, oh well, I can't jab, but I can still find a way to win. So no matter what, it's all about making your adjustment and finding a way to win with what's given in front of you.
So talk to me. You've been in the ring with so many of these other guys, like and mostly the top guys out, like in the gym. But Giovanni Santalin, punching power in your eyes, where you rate the guys that you really been in there with. Do you feel like it's up there, or do you feel like because you've been with those guys and you felt that power before, that being in there with 8 ounce gloves with him, you didn't really feel those punches because I didn't really see you too hurt in the fight, and I also seen a gash in your eye, and you took that like you and Stitch and everyone in the corner. You guys handled that like vets as well.
Hmm.
Um, Speak upon the punching power of Giovanni Santalin and just everything that I just said.
I got you, but to be real with you, during the fight, I'm gonna say he couldn't hit for nothing because I was just too focused. I was just too focused and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you, he does hit hard because the after effect, what I'm still feeling right now, I am hurt.
Right, hear me that.
Yeah,
He like,
yeah,
I ain't eating the apple. I ain't
yeah.
eating steak is like, damn, let
Look,
me get some chicken.
I
Or
got
let me
punched. I got punched in the back and I didn't even feel it. When I had got back to the hotel, I had took a shower and I got a chilling, though, adrenaline wore off and everything like that. Everything started hurting. So during the fight, of course, he didn't hit hard for nothing. But I guess I was too locked in. I was too focused on the mission. No matter what, I was gonna come out with that belt. And then the after effect, everything crashed in at one time. So I'm gonna say he definitely does hit hard, but I didn't feel it during the fight.
All right, this is how we could detect the after effect. What was your first meal after the fight?
Actually, I didn't eat that night, but in the morning I did eat some wings. They had some wings up there. I really wasn't hungry like that, but I had some wings. And then that morning I had a little breakfast burrito, some eggs and stuff like that in it. I really wasn't. I ain't pig out or nothing like that. I ain't tripping.
No, I,
Yeah,
I just wanted to see if you ate anything like hard. Pause. But I like, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying, like, because if you got hit with something, I feel like you're not gonna go out and eat a steak in the morning. You're not gonna eat steak and eggs because of the
I
chewing.
just don't. I just don't like how steak make me feel after fights. Like I just feel real heavy and stuff. So, like I said, the breakfast burrito is still healthy for you, still lean and stuff like that. So I was chilling.
Yeah, I was about to be like, yo, and then when it's really, really bad when you're like, yeah, I'm doing smoothies and soups. I'm like, he got that shit hard, like.